was a cookie? Did you have a cookie? Did you have a chocolate chip cookie? You don't like those. It's an adult cookie.
Maybe there's chocolate ones.
There's nuts, cashews, celery, carrots, carrots. That's Mommy's favorite dip. That's called Mommy's. That's Mommy's favorite dip. That's Mommy's.
I have a laptop.
Set it up there on the kids' craft table?
No, I was going to set it up on the kids' craft table, but that's kind of dangerous.
It's what I was going to tell you.
That's fine.
I hope we have some kids to craft.
That was my first thing.
So with the laptop,
So it looks like your neighbor has finished his planter box.
Okay. Same with the camera over there.
Now, did he put lights in there too? That I saw it. What those are?
They're not solar, they're wired. Spray.
Only the best for you guys.
The last time I talked to him, he was not
Is he normally crying? Maybe the holiday season has been rough.
I think being all moved in helps.
And you said he's the builder, right, that owns it? Or?
Yes, he spec'd it out.
Yeah.
He said he spec'd it to where he was going to buy it and everyone else did. He no buyer could get it.
Oh, maybe we should
So,
project the
but I thought a realtor had originally sold that house. Or was that's I can't remember her name.
And I don't know what it's called, because she's the one who constructed the house.
Right. The architect in my mind. So maybe they had an agreement where it didn't sell after what's it been, 8 years and a half?
At least 6 months, I don't know.
It's a little delayed, so.
See, I don't know how long the house goes on in March.
Yeah. So I'm gonna mute it just so we don't get feedback. Okay? You guys,
They were look, make sure, look, Daddy's on TV.
there you go.
It's not about peer review, it's about the CEO.
Yes, right.
Well, it's about here too. We're having a proper meeting. No, Isn't too loud? Well, more people get here.
Yes. I see Mr. Bob. And Daddy. This is a little late.
We actually had 3 hours.
There's so much hair on there.
We got almost no feedback. Normally we get a dozen the first day and then trickle in. We never got that first one, so we got trickle.
No, I didn't notice the our meeting tonight.
So, yeah, we were
I
hoping.
didn't notice that it was on there. Because I guess I didn't look that closely at the second email, except I went tonight to see what time it was. And when I looked at the earlier ones at 7, but this one said 6:30.
Well, we were
And I
actually
went
trying
to the
to.
website and it said 6:30.
Well, what was happening was we thought, well, why don't we, everybody get here at 6:30 and get the chit chat out of the way, and we'll have a meeting at 7 and be done at 7:30. I actually have to set up for the election at 7:30, so. If nothing's happened by 7:15, I'm done.
Am I on TV? Jack, move your butt. Am I on TV? Nope. You have to go over there in the middle. Bye.
reminder on my computer, and I was still sitting there in my pajamas, and I'm like, well, that's not happening. Because it was downtown.
Oh, yeah.
And I had completely forgotten that I had something Thursday morning. I remember I had something every night this week, but I
Oh,
forgot
very
it for
cool.
one
I
morning.
did.
And I didn't go to either one of them. It's just, you know what, I can't do something too much. My husband is such a sweetheart. He told me not to look for another job. And I had to quit the last one because of the conflict with the boss. Somebody was going to hit somebody. So he said, you know what, just quit. Come stay home, help me with my own business. You don't have to go in.
Sounds good.
And you know what? He says it's been well worth it. He has to work. He has to really work. He's taken a second contract, and he says his home life is much better now that I'm not working.
Well, you know, when we were newly married, I guess we've been married 2 years, and we decided to have me quit. And that was pre-kids. But we just figured our life was together, you know. I had time to do stuff during the week, the weekends weren't hectic.
I wanted to do that when I was pregnant with my first child, I was laid off. And so I said, how about I just stay home? And my husband panicked. My first husband just panicked and says, I can't support a wife and kids. And I'm like, I'm 26. Why can't you support a wife and kids? He's like, I'm not old enough to support a wife and kids. I'm like, what? Turns out he had that touch of autism, like Asperger's syndrome, where it never really make that last leap into adulthood. It just
We still have plenty of.
So I divorced him 12 years later because he was still going, I don't know how.
Hey.
Yeah.
So I've been earning, he's been spending all of his paycheck in taxes mine without any concept of long-term anything. He was still 15, you know? And I finally had to divorce him because he was starting to spend his time with other women, and that's not okay with me.
I'm adding insult to injury.
Actually, no, it was when the kids started noticing stuff was wrong. I said, you know what, I don't want to do the divorce. So my second husband has been a huge improvement. That one is a whole job. He tells me how great it is that I'm not working.
Thank you.
But it's the clear because it's sucking.
Are you alive?
One.
You're not alive. I'm alive. I'm working. You're not alive.
It's better than direct TV.
That's sibling
We've had
pairs.
that too.
Well, it's cheaper.
I have 2 dishes.
It's cheaper than direct TV. I know that. Depending on what stations you want, it can be expensive.
Oh, you're alive.
My two were.
Come on, get up.
Right. But that's how they make their money because how the network broadcasts and stuff.
Played when you were gone on
And
the
ABC on 20 channels, and ABC 2000 or 13.
I know, there was a period when I helped the
Flying out tomorrow.
The rest of the year, right?
There were several times when I had to pull Michael's face out from between the couch cushions.
Yeah, Avery, come here.
Because she had got him shoved between the couch cushions so firmly he couldn't get himself out. Because he was just that, well, he was younger and stocky, you know, that he wasn't as live as she was. And she'd get out and move her. And sometimes she would get him in a headlock, and I'm like, no, that's not okay. Of course, he was so sturdy. He was just stuck. He wasn't very.
I don't think you have to do that.
So you have to put legs on the.
Whatever happened, it was your fault.
We did some that played Monopoly
So
together
this is the
and
runoff
games
ledge?
with neighborhoods.
It's not going to
For District A? Or G, I mean?
All of us. But there's no other, is
Did you warm in here for your water?
G is inside.
All right.
Getting some off.
Okay, good.
This is for the, we
did
can vote on the.
When is the meeting gonna start?
Oh, at large.
Yes.
It's already started.
It's already started.
Daddy,
So the signs
no
are
one
in
here.
And that's okay.
Performing the foreshore for us.
We may not get a lot of people here, and that's okay.
Oh, only these people?
Well, Mr. Barone is coming with the girls.
I'm sorry, just
Yeah.
really too everybody.
Who do you have?
Sorry, someone gonna do that for you. When we play outside, then.
Oh, really? She didn't
You
run
have to
off?
stay inside here, you can't go to the park. You have to stay inside the fence.
Okay, we'll also be out there.
Well, I'm flying out tomorrow.
You can't go to the park, you have to stay out until we can see.
No.
You
Can you be there 7 in the morning?
Yes, we open
You're
it.
not hideouts.
I will come. Just send me an email.
I
I'll
got it.
give
You're
you
not
a
in my,
vote.
you're not in my precinct. You're over here.
Oh, it's not like early voting. Right. Do they have early voting for the runoff? They do. I'm so
And I didn't post anything because it's just, they're like our precinct, right? I mean, our area. No, but if you.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Give me your laptop.
I'm hungry.
There's nothing I can do to help you, should be.
Harris folks, Harris folks.
I know, it's Wolf, it's well,
Okay, but if it is like, yeah, that's probably where it is. It should,
I
wherever.
know where it is.
No, I mean, that's probably. That's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on the thing I have to do, right? My husband's on his son came driving in, drove 30 hours straight from Vermont. He's 21, he's immortal. 30. He said he was hallucinating the last 6.
That's dangerous.
I know that, you know that.
When we moved here from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 6 years ago. And,
No.
Sicilian continent, they flew, and the Louisiana brought most everything, but they were like some twins and 2 cats and certain things that just came to me. And me and my brother-in-law drove down. Our idea was we were going to stop at the middle. The cats were like so freaked out about the car ride. This car turned out to
Did you not have a carrier?
No, they were in a carrier, but they were still freaking out, you know, we have like litter box in the back and stuff.
No, yes.
They were still freaking.
Should have medicated these cats.
They were medicated. I mean,
Really? They were very delicate.
It's funny.
They were deli cats.
Cats are not like dogs.
You know
They're
what?
very-
You can't explain anything to a cat, no.
Exactly.
And they're not comforted by your presence.
We decided because cats were so much freaking, we'll just keep going. And there were 2 of us, so we could trade off. So it's like a 25-hour drive. And near the end,
Oh, fine, I'll stand here. Dad said he turned on the
we were
laptop.
both like
22, right?
Stay there.
The airline says over 40.
6 years ago.
Thank you. I'll take over 40.
Never mind, I was trying to use my husband when I first married him, grow the beard, grow the beard, grow the beard, because I prefer furry over prickly. And he was like, no, you just want me to get older, so you look even younger than me. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm like, man, you guys are so
That was the ploy. Yeah.
because his beard comes in twice. He's just got a little soft feather on top, but his beard comes in twice.
Is Heather coming?
She's in Minnesota.
She's in Minnesota. She's like
Her brother got accepted into a PhD program there at the University of Minnesota this past summer, so he'll be in school
Where
for the
it's
next
very
7
highly
months.
technical, and you can't
And
farm
so
it out to somebody in India.
she, her mom and dad flew up yesterday morning to
He
go
writes
see him.
pharmacy software.
He
for
lives in
psych
this small little
hospitals.
town that
And
just goes down.
where
I
just
mean, it's
counts
literally
dispensing
Norman
and,
Rockwell,
and
Christmas.
guess what?
type little town.
And he
so-
writes
And they've got a
software
ton of snow up
to
there. I
simulate
talked to her this morning and she said it was 7
problems with oil rigs.
degrees.
You know, they have
Which is not, you know,
and instruments that read readings and stuff, and he
But yeah, the snow and
simulates
everything's on the ground.
problems by
I mean,
reading
they're having a great
where
time.
those
You know,
instruments plug in
it's nice to
to
be able to
simulate
have
a
that
pressure
kind of
problem.
Yeah.
Well, and to see how the thing responds, what the emergency is. And like I said, that's not something you can farm out to somebody in there. You have somebody in there working
Well,
with
and
the
so,
engineer.
the first one
This is nice.
He gets
Powdery
paid
snow.
$2
Ryan
This is
tomorrow.
It's amazing.
I'm not
Saturday and Sunday night with my
When I
friend in
met
New
him.
Jersey.
And I was making $80,000, which is very expensive.
For,
He
2
was making
nights
twice
of, 1 night, and 2 days of working
But
on
you know, I was working on letter signing,
wine and
which are
dining.
really very low. Something goes wrong.
You're going out on the city credit
It's not
card?
like that rate having a problem.
Yeah, well, actually, it was vending
Or
machines.
Oh, well, hey.
But Citigroup did shell out, to put me in a hotel in Manhattan, so I'm not complaining.
It's 300 tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and that's cheap.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I got 288 city negotiated rate.
That's a bargain.
Like right on Canal Street,
It's a bargain.
in a brand new, luxury hotel or whatever it is. Sheraton.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
We are gonna go eat.
What's that?
We are gonna go eat.
I have no idea. Yeah, it's wherever Intel and HP and everybody else takes us.
It's gonna be swanky.
You bet.
It better be. Possibly in New York.
working remote from the house and I'm on vacation the rest of the year.
So what will you do for hang out and do nothing?
My mom, decorate, because all family will be
Oh,
deciding. And whatever other little things beneficial has for me to do.
I'll do it to you.
Now, Conrad and Cecilia,
They're coming later.
he didn't go to school until next week Friday.
Right, they're coming on the 23rd and then we're all coming back together.
So y'all have a white Christmas? You should. You should.
Conrad would love this.
Yeah.
Last year we were there, they had like 2 feet.
That's great.
Loved it.
That's awesome.
I was out there, we were all having a great time.
Let's go over here.
So I've been trying to convince all my children to come home for Christmas. I didn't know it would be a battle.
And you want to do that?
Well, this is the first year that my husband says, no, we're not going to. I'm saying, right here, you want Christmas with me, you're saying you're with me.
Okay, well, I'll take the flat side. We're trying to talk the flat side. Everybody your shoes on. Flat side.
No.
But the thing is, my daughter's like, but we always have a Christmas house. Not this year. Max and having vacation time. So we're gonna stay here. She's like, but I've already made all my plans. And she's just like, and I'm like, look, all I'm asking is for you to spend Christmas morning with us. That's it. Anywhere else you want for the rest of the year.
Stay there.
But I would have to drive there.
From where?
San Marcos. I said, well, just come and spend the day. You can do it. That's too far for turnaround. I'm like, you just heard me. You're gonna send your fiance up to Dallas to pick up my sister to spend 2 weeks with you. But you won't spend half that time to come see me on Christmas Day.
That's easy, so okay. There'll be no Santa check for you this year.
There you go. It's amazing how dressed up people get around.
Aha.
Let's go on.
That's awesome.
We're so glad you came.
Oh!
You there.
We got the census of experience going on.
And you should. I think that's the thing to do. Why didn't we? You got all Santa hats.
There you go.
Look at who's coming here.
With my little sister's shoes. Hey, have you take your shoes off?
It's really time to move away.
Take your shoes off.
Possible. That's something like that. Oh, this is really crap. What are they gonna do?
Make their own crazy kitchen things.
And who's gonna do it?
Here.
Jackson or in Constable.
Yeah, they
And
actually,
constant, now that's.
they snatched the paper things out of my hand and put them over there with more things to crack. They are in charge of that stuff.
They'll be jealous. They'll be jealous.
Don't leave the door open, it's cold out there.
Not that good.
Thank you.
It's got the heater on just for you.
Thank you.
Are you enjoying it?
No, she was hot. She took her sweater off.
This is your heater.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were turning the thermostat down. She took her
This is
sweater
what
off.
I do with the money I embezzled.
Yes, that's correct. You spend it on a heater. Well, we have 4 of the 95 here.
Well, we got 14.
Mike allegedly those are his kids. Hey, Avery, y'all can put those up here on the table, so it'll be easy for y'all to identify. Mike is here in the background.
Mike is here.
His kids are here. That's Lucy. And Aunt Constance, she was here. And that's Abby De Los Santos, she lives across the
They're
way.
taking command of the kids' table, so that's good.
Hi, I'm
They know.
Hello.
Robert. Good to see you, Nick. Right, I'm on the Bison Street.
Okay.
We're
We're on time set.
There you go.
And Mrs. Brown, okay.
Across the road.
All right.
Okay,
Mrs.
very
Brown
good.
is going to be, we saw Mrs. Brown last night.
Yeah, that's
Oh, excellent. That's really good. How's your run up to Christmas been so far?
And we love
Slow.
He was in bed asleep.
It's good to be a banker.
His name is like stairs. I'm like, what? I figured he was working or something.
No, not at night.
And it's just, he's like, I'm over here. And I can't find it.
One of
I'm trying to look up.
Oh no! They took you away.
These are your.
The kids have got some crafts for you.
I was thinking we could do them.
We have
Yeah, that's right.
I will, happy holidays.
Thank you very much.
Tristan, can we be happy now?
What's that?
Be happy now?
You know, I'm delighted.
Well, there, after kids show up.
So what's the piece of technology?
That's favorite.
Go look at the chair.
You got funny.
Go over there and look at the chair behind the top.
Look, see, you're not listening. No, put them over there. Everybody's
I'm Mike Carone. Listen, nice to see you.
I'm Robert.
Robert, good to see you, sir. Mike Carone.
Just when you see yourself on TV.
Friday.
Yeah.
Pardon? Absolutely. Oh, is it on?
That table, they're gonna recognize it.
I like the very high-tech Lego mount. I went over to Bob's house and he gave me a lesson on
Hey, Nick Fry, good to see you, mate. Yeah, good to meet
He gave me a lesson on how, of course, it really is amazing.
Well, the last meeting, I watched part of it.
And he can run 2 cameras, 3 cameras, 4 cameras, and zoom and pan. And,
And actually, unless they've taken it away, you can still go back and look at it.
yeah, they're archived on YouTube now.
Now,
Now, although I think that the last board meeting on Monday, he actually deleted that one.
I was thinking of not the board meeting, but the general meeting.
Right. Yeah, and then yes, here, and then before the annual meeting, was streaming.
That's pretty
And
nice.
it was nice in the annual meeting, there was almost nobody over at the church, but I think we had 122 logged in or something like that. Yeah. Which is good, gives people a choice. You know, they can multitask and only pay half attention to it.
That's right.
And they don't have to vote.
What would be scary is you start making it interactive.
Yeah.
Back to
We take it off, be careful.
And they
In there, they use the whole.
got a lot of votes for the annual though.
Yeah, good.
I mean, you got a lot of votes, they were, you know, they mailed with their email.
Now, we did one of those global conference, well, it's just finished at work, where we did exactly that. Well, talking, there was questions.
You know, I had these left over from, we didn't use these in Jackson's scout program last weekend.
But quite neat, we can do
And
it
it's just like a number of kids here, so I brought it.
You do it on the big screen.
I didn't bring any markers or paint. Yeah. We even brought wood glue just in case.
There's a leak.
That way they glue each other.
Lucy and Constance did their Christmas service today. Lucy asked for a real pocket knife and a flashlight. Right there.
She definitely doesn't need it.
And then, Constance asked for a Lady Gaga costume.
That's a trick.
So, you know, so make a question now.
Pocket knife and flashlight. CC Lady Gaga. Didn't see that either. But I don't see her listening to our lives either.
Looks like the gang is
When they hurry on, it's just very.
This is like my pocket knife.
I am trying to talk Sandy. Because we can leave it. So clearly, you know,
We all changed every.
and they make one in so
I can say it, you know, they sell it.
actually been dressed in this morning.
you wouldn't be able to shoot that at
Those were important.
probably.
Hello, this is Gina.
I actually popped it up 6 times, and the 25th.
There you go.
The cheer is on that table.
How are you?
Once everybody can see our holiday cheer.
Don't let the vibe.
Yeah, I asked Bob about it. And he thinks it's probably the PowerPoint that we had running in there. Right. It's just, yeah, it's just, and he did say that, you know, if you have music in the background, you'll get flagged for it. Just because they scan everything, you know.
No, that's what I do on Pine Sap.
How are you? Good. So people can see what they just
Here, buddy.
It reminds me of Dakota Farm.
Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes
We
it's
did a long time. The sandals.
Solar, maybe like the grid system or something like that, where it's from a place, I was being a brat, and they were really, really mad at me. They said, no, rather than hate the brats, they say, you know, just wait till we get more fun. Very clever, you know. You did. You see the look on his face was like, it was like, you know.
We have a need for another thing.
I saw it on the video cast. That's what they're getting.
I deserved it.
I'm sure you did, yeah.
You know, but I bring the truth.
I always remember that from getting in trouble. I don't always remember what I did, but I think I deserved it.
Yeah.
And it was fair.
We've not met. And I've got you with food. That's Todd Weber. Nick, nice to meet you. Todd. Todd, yes. Christy. And you are. Oh my gosh, I'm on the evil side. The dark side, as we say.
Both sides coming together.
That's what it is.
I think we missed a few years.
when our first time was 5 years ago. So if you want to play poker, you're welcome to come play.
Yeah, or you know, and then their shifts were
we have, so the poker group that we have, and I've got about 40 guys on the list. We've got a number of people, but we also have, you know, other people from outside the neighborhood who are affiliated with hockey, you know, I have 14, 15 people every night that play poker. And I think it would be absolutely great and you can come play for free. I mean, it's no trouble, right? You can play your money and trade but absolutely, set up a monthly poker game or whatever. We can help you put it on the website, help you keep it on. But, you know, Friday night game night, and, you know, we kind of thrown out some ideas. We kind of just spread it on word of mouth, and that's where but if you're interested in coming, even if you just want to, now, Mike came down, he came down last week, and he doesn't play poker, but he came over and had a couple of beers. And, we do the last Thursday of every month. I got to write if you'd like to play. It might be a little brash, but we start playing about 7:30. So we played as late as 2 a.m. That's when the ball runs. No, we start playing at midnight. There's only a handful of us. And I didn't have to go to work anymore. So let's go. But it's nice because you know, just interrupting anybody else. We all have kids, very engaged, which is great. We still love it. The carpet was free, so we try to squeeze it. If we do, it's okay.
It's for the, you know, birthday party. But if it's just a community too, just to see who will come.
It's funny. Every term wants that 'cause it's funny.
We do the,
Bones for Life. This is something that Kathy Wright does. It's just kind of yoga, exercise, meditation classes that she does. I'm not doing it now, but
about March.
yeah, and it goes for a few months.
I mean, and so why put in a really nice set of doors and then have to put a big set of burglar doors in front of it? Right? You can do it. So, but if somebody wanted access into it, we have the availability to key card access year round with our reader out front, so they can get in here without any problem. Oh, right, yeah. Well, it wasn't horribly expensive. I mean, it was probably about $8,000 or something like that. It was just more for security. That's right. Because I know you're interested in replacing a lot of this here. That would be okay, because you can just use your card every house.
Yeah, we did that.
Because it just keeps going down.
Yeah. 5 schools, 2 years. That's what those are the school we were zoned for like 84% ESL.
I'm gonna fill out our quiz and then say a few words.
So what's going on for the swim team next year? Do you have any,
That was one of the schools we could get. Say that past the
One more year. It was 7 degrees. Could be a little bit. White powder snow everywhere.
well, she's not listening for cold. She's not your season.
Right. But it's, yeah.
And it's so funny, like,
They can't continue their salary, but could they kick in and pay for after school programming? Great, yeah. And we like that one. We also like Providence. They had a great office. That was a nice school. That's a great idea. It's really a greater idea when it's less than physical road, you know, and that is it's nice to grow
Well, I got a buddy, he's third generation.
Ex-military. So you've been down
It
there?
doesn't much work out. That'd be a pain.
Yeah, let's put three over there.
I remember your tweet. We came here actually right in the yeah. So Katrina just happened, and then like a couple weeks ago here comes Katrina. Oh my God! So you gotta go back to it. You gotta go back to it. Like 3 hours. Now, when you had Mike, we stayed. And we pretty much upstairs. Like, crash down and drive like to the house and everything. It was kind of nice because it was like this down the street, more people going in. To the right of the house?
Well, as you look at it, to the right.
Oh yeah, that's the same house, that's the same plan. Well, what's the It's extended. Well, let me tell you, they did a very poor job on it.
It's a nice location. It's fun. It's got a good
Thank
vibe.
you for just a couple minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We just want to say, thanks for coming out. We know it was very impromptu. Although it was a planned town hall meeting, it's very impromptu holiday party. So thank you all for coming out. We appreciate that. My name is Todd Marburger. I'm serving as president for the Thornwood Homeowners Association for 2011. It remains to be seen if I'll serve as president in 2012.
Go Todd, go Todd.
Depends what Santa brings you.
That's right.
We'll raid the railroad news for another year.
But I will be serving on the board next year along with Bob, along with Mike, and along with process of elections here in the city, and so we always learn a lot from her. So she is over at the Thornwood Park. Is that where it is? Thornwood Park? Setting up, yeah, whatever it is. So she's setting up there. So for those of you who don't know, this is Mike Barone right here. Mike Barone lives over off Thorn Branch, and I think many of you know Bob here. Bob lives Thistlewood.
Thistlewood,
Yeah.
Street.
Will lives on Thistlewood.
Camelback.
Camelback, right there.
It's in the corner.
Even though we're like next door neighbors.
You're their neighbors, right, you know, and poor Will. Will hadn't been here 30 days before Bob recruited him to get and then I live on Green Park, and as we currently say, we live on the dark side over there. So we just want to say a few things. We don't really want to bog down. Because this is about having fun tonight and getting to meet and know your neighbors and things of that nature. We have there at the back, we have our holiday wish tree. And this is actually, Sarah will be happy to know, this is a tree that we're going to plant in the garden. Where is Sarah? There she is. We're going to be planting a tree in the garden to help Sarah out. Sarah's been very instrumental, along with Kathy Wright, Linda Knowles, and a bunch of other people. They actually had a physical garden growing back there in the park this year. And Laura gave us a quick report that they had a harvest of loofahs. I learned this the other night. Apparently the loofah sponge is part of the squash family. And so you grow these big squash that are about this big, and you dry them out, and they're about that big. You sell them for $9.99 at Bed Bath & Beyond. There you go. So Thornwood is up potentially $54.
No, that's retail price.
Lost money. We're being subsidized by the government for our agricultural efforts. But they had a really good deal. They planted, what y'all planted, about 9 or 10 trees?
Yeah, we put in about 9 or 10 different fruit trees, so we're always looking for people who are interested.
And the trees survived the drought.
Because they got regular water.
They got regular water, yes they did.
And there's plenty of room back there for other people to make contributions.
Absolutely. So, but our holiday wish list tree is for you to take and fill out what you think you'd like to see happen in Thornwood. Maybe it's this week, maybe it's this month, maybe it's next year, maybe it's a couple years down the road. And you're not limited to one wish. Put on there as many as you want, no matter pie in the sky. One of the things that we're looking to do here in the coming months is literally try to put together what we'll call a 3, 5, and 10-year plan for Thornwood. Not just financially, but as well as physically, in terms of what people would like to see and do in the neighborhood and things of that nature. Clearly not as an effort to just sustain Thornwood, but hopefully grow Thornwood as well. And that is something that we've committed to, and we'll certainly be looking for volunteers to help participate with that. So Bob came up with the idea of having a holiday wish tree, and so please.
That was Mike's idea.
That was? Oh, it was Mike's idea for the holiday wish tree?
Bob's
Bob wanted to plant it. Bob wanted to
Laura's
replant
idea.
it.
She's not
There
here.
you go. So please, take a few minutes to, and if you don't want to write it down, you can certainly email it to us. That's for sure. Talking about the volunteer opportunities, we are trying to get the block captain program up and going. The block captain program, I think, is something that's been around in Thornwood for a long period of time. Kind of goes in peaks and valleys a little bit, from what I understand. Essentially, it consists really of 1, maybe 2 homeowners who take over an entire street to maintain a number of different things for that street. Oftentimes, they become a central point of contact, maybe for security concerns. In the case of the holiday season, the Thornwood Women's, they utilize the block captains to put out the bows or the wreaths, mailboxes, and things of that nature. Make sure no one's
Going swimming.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see that going. So, we're really looking to utilize the block captains for a number of different things. Just really as an effort to get some more people involved in the community. We're also looking to beef up. We're changing kind of how we do some of our gardening and landscaping for next year. We've got a new company coming in and looking to have them really do everything kind of an umbrella policy for us, if you will, to take over all the common areas. Beef up the area a little bit, give us a consistent look, give us something that is that looks great, it's very manageable, and cost effective. And as you know, this past summer, we really learned a lot. We burned through a ton of water this year. I mean, a ton of water. Even under restrictions, we burned through a ton of water. So we've got a new company on board that we think is going to really help us bring a lot of beauty to Thornwood, but at the same time make things very cost effective for us at the same time. So we'll be looking for some volunteers, anybody who's interested in trying to help create that path, if you will, create that vision of what they'd like to see Thornwood look from the outside, even though you start.
They're going to do plantings twice a year, like March and October. And so we can use the opportunity to help them out and give them guidance on planting. And if not, then that's what they do from the beginning.
Sure.
I'm sure love to see us give some guidance.
So, the security committee's been very active this past year. I think hopefully everybody's here on the Thornwood distribution list for a variety of things. And so we're always interested in having additional people on the security committee, just from feedback, really looking, you know, this is what I see, this is my perspective of what's going on. By and large, from a security standpoint, since we changed our patrol hours right about when school started, September 1, knock on wood, we've had no incidents, no reportable incidents with Precinct 5 or HPD since we changed to a daytime patrol, which was really good. And the reason we changed to a daytime patrol because we had a rash of daytime burglaries, but I think would really be a little extreme. But I think we probably did have 5 or 6 over a period of about 90 days. So the daytime patrol seems to be making a difference.
That's in June or July.
Right, absolutely.
Bob, did they ever find anything about who did them?
If they've made any arrests, we've not been told about it, and quite frankly, it's not anything I thought to ask about.
I was just curious.
I don't think that they did make any arrests. We did have several residents in the area who, you know, we identified what we thought was a vehicle that was responsible or participated in some of these, and we reported that vehicle numerous times to Precinct 5, and they were actively looking for this vehicle for several weeks, and then just kind of dropped that vehicle, it just hasn't shown up again. So, you know, to say that moving to daytime patrol solved all the problems, I think would not really be the best thing to say, but I think daytime patrol has certainly improved. I can tell you right now, daytime patrol, our officer probably spends 80 to 85% of his time in our neighborhood now, whereas when we were on evening patrol, we were probably getting, you know, maybe about 50% coverage, even though they were dedicated here. But because they still have responsibilities for other calls in the areas, and clearly there's more activity in the evening hours
For certain types of crime.
For certain types of crime, right.
For like home burglaries, which is what we were having so much trouble with, those typically are happening during the day, because during the day is when we are most vulnerable because there are fewest people in the neighborhood. Everybody's gone to work, gone to school, they're running, doing all their stuff. And at night, everybody's home. We're really not, you know, we can take care of ourselves at night because everybody's around. During the day, I mean, if you're here during the day, you can go up and down the street and it's like a ghost town, except for the people who come and mow our lawns or you know, what have you. So I think it really was a good idea to patrol the daytime, just have an extra security then.
very effective.
We have seen them quite a bit when we're walking.
That's good. That's good. That's really what we're wanting to hear. You know, I see the deputy probably 3 to 4 times a day on my street. So I'm kind of applying that. If I'm seeing him 3 to 4 times on my street, I would think he's hitting every other street 3 to 4 times a day. So, one of the things I talked about earlier is planning, and I've only been in the neighborhood a short period of time relative to many of the residents. I've been here a little over 7.5 years. We moved in just 30 days before Jackson was born. And so, you know, to my knowledge, there's never really been a plan about, you know, where Thornwood is today, where does Thornwood want to go tomorrow. The last couple years have really just kind of been, I think, eye-opening to me and many members of the board over the last couple years about we need to have a little bit more of a plan in terms of how we need to do some things. Because costs have gone up around us, but yet our maintenance fees haven't really gone up, haven't adjusted to that, if you will. And we've always had every year had to keep looking for special assessments. And that's one of the things that we're looking to do in this coming year is to try to really put a financial plan around Thornwood, not just for 2012, but really for 3, 5, 10-year type plan about what do we think we need to be and do. And more importantly, what what's the infrastructure that we can do and begin to prepare for it. We know over the next 5 years there's going to be a possible bevy of construction that goes up and down Memorial. Seems like every time Bob goes to a super neighborhood, the construction gets pushed out 1 more year. You know, so what was originally going to start maybe 2013 is now possibly going to start in 2016.
Right, although we'll be seeing the Eldridge construction.
Right, the survey marks are all out, absolutely. You can probably see all the survey marks right here at the intersection. And are we going to lose part of our entrance based on the survey marks that I saw there, do you know?
Okay, so for the Eldridge construction, that actually stops right before the Turkey Creek entrance. So there's going to be an additional right turn lane.
By the McDermott buildings there.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. So as you're heading east on Memorial to turn right onto Eldridge, there'll be an additional right turn lane there, but that right turn lane doesn't start until right after Turkey Creek.
Okay.
Now, for the Memorial widening, I think they're going to bring that back a little bit further, so there may be a little bit more. I did learn at the last super neighborhood meeting kind of what the plan is for the current plan. You know, this stuff is all kind of subject to change, but basically the way it's going to work is, so Memorial is a 100-foot right-of-way. That 100-foot right-of-way goes right up to the brick walls that we have over on the east side. And what they're planning to do is, like the ditches that are there for drainage right now, those will be gone because you're going to have a big underground storm sewer in the middle of the street. The sidewalks are going to be like 5 foot, at least 5 foot wide sidewalks. Those are going to be like 1 foot away from our walls. You're going to be right up the edge of the right of way. Then there's going to be some green space. Then you're going to have a 14-foot wide.
And you thought that green space was going to be about 10 feet?
Yeah, it was like 10 or 11 feet or something. Then there's a 14-foot wide lane, which is like there's enough room for a bike lane and stuff. An 11-foot lane.
The 14-foot lane is wide like that for a bus.
Well, a bus, so people can get around, or for a bike lane or whatever. But it's so that left lane, right lane will be wider, and then there'll be a regular 11-foot lane, and then a median. So it's not going to be a 3-lane road like Westheimer or anything. It's still going to be 2 lanes, but there's going to be a median so that they can have the cutouts for left turn lanes and stuff. So you don't have all that blockage when somebody's turning left. That's kind of where they're going with that. So there'll be esplanades and stuff there. Kind of like if you look at Eldridge right now, it's got nice esplanades. There's lots of places to kind of get out of the traffic to turn left and stuff. Although Eldridge doesn't have the extra width on the right lane, and this will. Okay. And it also has a nice wide sidewalks.
And Bob keeps all this information updated on the Thornwood website. I think it's under the super neighborhood page.
Well, the super neighborhood page is mostly just links to the super neighborhood, but the super neighborhood website has, like, I mean, you can go there. I downloaded, I have a link to the city bid plans for the Eldridge project. It's like this huge, 50-page PDF of like, drafting size drawings of exactly where every cone is going to go when they shut down the lanes during the project and everything. And if anybody wants to look at that and they can't find it, just let me know. We can put it out on our super printer, yada yada.
That's right. Very good. Yeah. Okay. So that's one of the things we talk about in planning that we're trying to be prepared for. Which actually worked as a good segue from the Thornwood website, just as a reminder that we also have a Facebook page, and we try to keep the Facebook page updated. So you may want to go and become part of the Thornwood community. It's a way for us to, well, it's not updated every day, but it is a way sometimes we utilize for security announcements, and it is secure. We just don't let anybody join the Thornwood page. But various times when there are events such as this, we post them up. Meetings, and as you all have probably seen, beginning in 2012, all of our board meetings will be open board meetings. Everybody has always been open to attend our meetings. It's never been a quote-unquote closed forum. Now they'll just simply be advertised. Part of that is a change in the state of Texas requirements as well. So we also have the availability. You can see us online from your computer.
So is everybody getting emails? Can you send out? Mike, are you getting the emails? Right, if you're not getting the emails,
Check your filter.
Check your filter or send me a note, we'll add you to the list. like, you know, we're not gonna inundate you with 1 or 2 emails a week on average, just about things that are going on in the neighborhood, like, hey, we're having this town hall, or there's a security alert, or, you know, things are going on in the Memorial Super neighborhood.
Okay. And so lastly, just want to take a few minutes because, you know, Scott having fun, really. But, you know, now's an opportunity. If there's any comments that you'd like to share about, you know, what you enjoy about the neighborhood, what you like to see in the neighborhood, do you like us, do you not like us? You know, I kind of put myself in that position if I say resident comments. But, you know, if there's anything you'd like to share, you know, certainly feel free to do so now because we do.
It's your kid, don't worry.
Yeah. It's kind of like my chair to go in the pool.
Some other responsible adults.
I'm not quite sure why we're hanging on the tree, but.
I know why.
Because it's fun.
No, because they're pulling flowers off.
Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. Tonight I discovered that I am not smarter than a kindergartner. Avery knows how to open I did not know that. Avery knows how to open the little Nymphas menus that they fold up and they tuck in very well. I have the hardest time doing it. Avery can just flip it right open. I'm like, I am not smarter than a
Right,
kindergartner.
open those child-proof
Right,
bottles too, right?
So if there's anything you'd like to share, you know, certainly feel free to do that tonight as well. Yes, ma'am.
I like everybody except the dog that's constantly barking across the street is, you know, I can't read in the day because blah, blah, blah. So I have to keep the turn the TV on. So is there a procedure for that?
You call the city?
311.
Oh, do you really have to do that?
Absolutely. There's nothing that we can do. Yeah, you can call it. You know, you.
It's not our dog, right?
No.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, dog.
Don't worry.
You know,
not really bark.
The white one at the end.
You can certainly call a constable, but there is.
Miller's dog.
Is who?
It's the Miller's dog,
Okay.
the one that's always like.
That
Roving around, yeah.
Just
He gets
wandering the
out a
neighborhood,
lot.
gets like,
She is a you know what, my little dog.
You know, it's an unfortunate thing about, but the owner does have a responsibility to that.
Yeah, but has anybody talked to him? Because everybody seems to think it's,
I've not heard anything about it. There would be.
okay, Bob, you don't hear that because
But
you're
it's just
around him, but.
That's really unfortunately the best thing that you can do is you need to have just call the constable, and they'll go by and just remind the owner that they have a responsibility based on city ordinance.
I did read the handbook, even though we've only been here a month. But I did read it, and it did say something about.
well, yeah, you gotta keep your dog on a leash or you know, in the yard.
Which it isn't.
That's not good.
Right.
Policeman comes, he can decide if that's a noise issue.
Sure, right, absolutely.
Well, it's during the day, cause I work at home, and I can't.
No, absolutely. You're.
Well, and I mean, I know what happens because I've noticed this as well. This dog gets out, he's wandering up and down the street.
Yeah, he's in your yard all day yesterday.
I know, and it's all the other neighborhood dogs that start barking.
Exactly.
Because it's like,
was
what
there.
is
That's when our dog barks, is
I
when
have
he
no doubt
sees,
that-
she sees the other dog go and she wants to
So-
play.
Does he not work in the day? Is he gone?
The city will come by and pick up the dog.
Oh, yeah.
They
You
will.
call 311
Well, I
and
know,
say.
but then they're gonna, you know, have us on their hit list.
It might not be a bad idea to write him a letter, just write him a letter and let him know the problem.
We could do that. I mean, we could send a letter.
Probably better to
Just
find out
say
first before we get anybody else
anonymously.
involved.
Anonymously.
What we need to do is say, you know, we've received we'll just write a letter that says, we've received some
Several
complaints.
comments. Yeah.
There are some.
And we don't have to say, you know, so-and-so at such and such
If
an
you can
address.
please do that, say several,
Yeah.
because,
Okay, we can do that.
because, you know, I know you work upstairs and you don't quite hear it, but.
Oh, no, I'm aware of it, but I'm
Your
just,
shoes, no.
you know what, well, I'm extremely tolerant of
I know.
all kinds of chaos.
Air
The
flies.
other day I had Bob go look in our backyard because our alarm went off.
And then you do electrical work in our garage.
Because your dog.
You should start charging us, you know, $15 an hour, maybe more, even, maybe $100.
But I do think the security's improving, because we had 5 packages in front of our door all day for 12 hours. We had a huge big screen TV.
So,
And 4 other fat kids, and when we got home at 8 o'clock at night, they were all still there.
that's great. That's great. So
I
they
told
dropped
her
off
to
your
take her that
TV.
TV. That's good.
Now, you know, because I've had 4 packages dropped off in the last 2 days as well, but they threw them behind a bush.
Oh, no, ours were sitting just right in front of our house, 5 packages, huge
Like I said,
ones, and they did.
Amazon.com, it's a $200 TV, they're not concerned about it, right? Uh-oh.
But it was nice that the neighborhood, it was still
It was still
there.
That's
You know, we already have.
5 of them were.
Comment.
Yes, ma'am.
I like your
We don't have one to
newsletter,
mix.
Oh, great, thank
and I
you.
like the way you are keeping people informed.
Do you prefer it in color or black and white?
I don't give a fuck.
There you go,
All
see?
right.
There you go. Because, you know,
What was it you were
we had.
No, the email is fine.
Whether you want the
We,
newsletter in color
I
or
don't
black
need
and
it
white.
printed.
That's good. We'll have
I'm
one coming
definitely
out
on
in
the
January.
But I mean, I like the way you're doing
I
that.
don't know why.
Very good.
I appreciate that. I
It's
just
good to know, 'cause it's
So-
actually.
And I like your camera idea.
The camera was great. Yeah, you can have it on and you can listen to it, see other things in the house. The last one, that one. Was it
You
here?
know, and if you have an internet-based TV, you can get it on your internet-based TV.
If
If you have an Apple TV, or you have Google TV, or even some of the newer, like William and Michelle, they got a brand new TV on Amazon.com. I'm sure it's internet capable,
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
yeah, it's got YouTube,
I don't know,
right?
it's,
Is it
it
Christmas?
was under,
Yeah, he did.
I'll just help you.
it was under $300. I mean, it wasn't one of those super,
It's got it.
yeah.
Not one of those hat-based deals.
Yeah.
So,
Got it Cyber Monday.
you know, the best I can say is, you know, Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year. I can tell you that the current plan for the new year is we will have a newsletter go out in January, and we are hoping to have our first ever annual Super Bowl chili cook-off in February.
Oh, yeah.
That is,
We're gonna have the screen set up.
we're gonna have at least 2
Another
TVs, one of which is gonna be Will's new TV.
Possibly.
Or his old
Yeah,
one.
well, because it's so
Or his old
right?
one. Yeah, he could, yeah.
Well, and the Texans are gonna be playing in it.
That's how I see it. The Texans and the
There you
Packers.
go.
Is
What
that
about,
gonna
what
be?
about the polar bears?
Optimism, optimism.
That's
Well,
your,
we'll
that's
see.
your,
Now
that's your
you
committee.
asked about the Super Bowl party. That'll be the next big,
So
event.
Mike wants to do a polar bear swim on New Year's Day.
Good.
And while I'm not against the idea, let me be very clear, I'm not getting in the water.
At least you don't intend to, is that right?
Currently, I don't intend to, that's correct. But you know, we do have the availability to simply open the pool for a few hours, and it would be easy to have, and, we'll kind of see how it goes from there.
Depends how much fun I have.
But there's just,
Well, I would like to say that I think the initiative to try and get the community out and do stuff, I think is excellent. So keep up, even though it's hard work and maybe a bit sort of demoralising at times.
I think Bob estimates that we have about 80% of the homeowners, 80% of the addresses we have on email, which really makes trying to do some things really easy to be able to do that. It might be a little impersonal at times just because it's not cost effective to mail each and every time, because when we set up to mail something, you know, it's $3 or $4 by the time you print stuff, do whatever. Stamps. And stamps are going up, as you know, to 46 cents.
Dollars?
Oh, wow.
Is it, what are we, 44, 45 now? What's this? 44. So that's it, so stamps are going up at a penny, 45, and I wish the post office would just go to 50 cents. Just go to 50 cents and be done with it.
Can I ask you then, the carol singing last weekend, we didn't go, but we used to do carol singing with our little kids. But did they approach you and say, can you send out an email or anything?
No.
That thing
I was approached.
It was only like, I mean, there was a good bunch of them, like 15, which is great.
I know that there's been a group doing it, right?
Let me say this, just about the question.
How do you?
If anybody wants to send out an email blast, okay, I mean, we won't give out the list of email addresses, because that's a privacy issue. You know, people don't want their email address just given to anybody. But if you have a message for the community to send out, let us know.
But I
We'll send
think,
it out.
I think those ladies didn't know that, because I think they would have benefited from more kids or.
Michelle was there with me, she, Colette was across the street from me, she was the one that organized, she kinda came over and she was asking more, do I need to?
It was
She
more
was
the
asking
private
more like,
party
oh, I
that
wanna
they
have a
were
private
having.
party and I wanna go
That's-
around.
It was-
and
it
I
was
just
more
let
just
everybody
a
know. And I
private
said,
party.
well,
Yeah,
if you
a lot of
want to let
times-
everybody know, you're more than welcome to invite whoever you want, but I said,
Oh,
you
go
don't-
around the county?
yeah, and I said, but it sounds like you know, if you want to throw a private party, you can throw a private party and go around caroling. So I actually think that she was more concerned about making sure the entire community was included, but didn't want anybody to feel left out, I guess. And
yeah, because you can only go to like 10 houses at your maximum.
yeah, so what I told her, I said,
And they
look,
wanted
you
to
don't
make sure
need,
people were
she
there
thought
to
she needed our
receive the
approval to
caroling.
do that. And I said, look, you can, if you want to do a private thing, it's not like.
No, I just wondered what's the procedure if someone
So,
did want to do something
the
like that?
procedure is, if you wanna send out an email blast to everybody.
Just tell
Okay, now if you say, oh, I only wanna send out an email blast to, you know, Bison and, you know, then you're on your own, or get with your block captain or whatever. But if you wanna send out an email blast to all of Thornwood, just send us the information as long as it's something that is of interest to everybody, and if not,
We're not gonna email somebody up because they're having a garage sale. That we're not.
no, but you know what, if you're having a garage sale, get on the Facebook page and post it.
Correct, absolutely. That's what we had on Facebook
And,
page, right.
So, and the Facebook page has about, I think, 70 subscribers. So it's not as wide as the emails, but you know, Facebook people, I mean, they're checking it every 2 minutes, so.
What are you saying?
She didn't ask me about that.
Huh?
She
I'm
actually
saying
was more
it's more
concerned
effective than
about
emails. Nobody
making
emails.
people feel like they were left out. You know, she's
If
like, she
you're
made a
the
comment,
company
she's like, do I
friends,
need to let
you're
every
gonna
single
have
person in the
to
community know? And I was like, well, if I throw a barbecue, I don't have
That's
to
right.
tell everybody in the community, you know, I can,
See, that's what
it's your own house, and, you know, I mean.
Because like 10 years ago, when we were original ones, we had to put something
So-
in every single.
And next some kind of EU analogy about how we're gonna like,
Yeah, and that's,
like
anyway, I don't know.
Westchester is
She never asked me about,
And
how do I go
Nottingham
about,
eight, that'll
she
be,
was more asking, do I need permission
Where's
to
April?
do that?
Out there, okay, all right, good. All right, well, Merry Christmas to everybody. Please enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
As much as you can. And we're going to turn the Christmas shoes back on, and we're in no hurry. You're welcome to stay. But whoever brought these little chocolate covered things in this place, you rock.
Oh, man.
I've been into one of those. I'm like, I got far more than I bargained for in that.
There's some more burger balls over here.
I
hate chocolate.
He does. It was years ago. We gave him some white chocolate, and the mere smell of chocolate, he can smell chocolate. Won't do it. He will not eat chocolate, and it's because it's just amazing. Yeah.
Oh, what'd you choose? There you go.
All right, let's go turn it. Not too loud.
Yeah, we had the,
I need to ask you this question. What is the dynamics of your football allegiance? You change the flag, I see a racer flag, there's another one.
There's an Alabama flag. I'm from Alabama. I'm from Alabama. It's not broken. There's no professional team. So you either vote for University of Alabama or Auburn. That's where, we met at 15.
With my dad, and grandfather, and my cousin.
I was like, I don't think I'm
And they're all, that's because the wind keeps blowing them up.
Yeah.
She was actually the one that put them flag. It wasn't me. And I imagine you probably thought it was me, but she was the one that put them all up.
Well, the first time I saw, I thought, there's 3 football flags, I'd say there's on the balcony. There's Texas, there's Alabama, and Arkansas. And I'm like, oh, I don't think there's 3. I guess they say it. It looks like Texas, so like Texas. I would have thought you could change the name holder depending on.
Even though she went to Texas, she was talking about Texas. I don't understand.
Yeah, you want to college I see it, I don't know if you see it, but it's what college you went to. It's like there's nothing else. It's always going to be the college. Yeah, I get it. My grandson, James' grandson, used to be the best.
Tom has one
But
that's
it's Georgia versus Florida. Yeah, the Bulldogs
Oh,
versus,
yeah, that's a big
Gators.
game.
That's the
That's
biggest,
huge.
I'm the only one with the, I'm the only one with the Gators. Gators.
Yeah,
I know.
is that your reminder, and I'll make sure you guys are getting down to that,
See, I guess, I've been reading a lot about it.
It's interesting, I love watching, I don't know about yourself. Oh, I love it. My son watches the NFL back home in Scotland. They're on Sky. And I go and watch, it's like, the Texans. Yeah, college football, they want to get in the NFL. And of course in London, they have the big game.
One game at lunch every year.
Yeah,
For the last 5 years.
Yeah, because the Dolphins were there.
Yeah,
I love it.
Well, what I read is that the owner of
Maybe my home is got
has a stake in Baltimore.
And what, I just want
One video in Frankfurt, use one of the guys like drive around, you know, around the track and drop the money.
How tight your door? And this guy tried to figure it out. Well, how do I get into this thing without touching the door? And it's like, the seat's right on the ground. And you know, it's wall.
Last year, Avery Jack ran the rollout 5:30. I'm having, not like me. So get it at 5:30 now. We got straight out right now.
But I really, it's like a whole for a few days. It's that's why we picked that house.
We have to take a break. Last year, Avery was back with
I used to live in I was on the wrong side.
So